Hey guys, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering deck tech video. This is going to be a Nissa revised deck, but first I wanted to start off by showing you my setup. Now I had some questions about what I use because the videos haven't been such good quality, but that is literally my setup. It is a fat pack box on top of a speaker with a bit of cloth so my camera isn't leant back too far like that. So that is literally what I'm using. I'm sorry that it makes the videos not very good quality, but it's the best I can do. So let's get started with my deck. This is, as I said, an Nissa deck, but I've changed it a little bit. I hope you like it more than it. Yeah, I hope you like it more. So we're starting off with a foil fog. I will point out what's foil and everything, and you probably can't see that, but that looks better. So it's 1-drop, prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn. People have said to me, if your deck isn't bad, then you won't need it, but I still like it just as a failsafe. 2 Elvish Mystic, 1-drop, 1/1, tap to have 1 green to your mana pool. Works very well. 3 Scavenging Oozes, so 2-drop, 2/2, and for 1 exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on Scavenging Ooze and you gain 1 life. 4 Sylvan Caryatid, Defender, Hexproof, 0/3 for 2. Tap to have 1 of any colour to your mana pool. Sorry. 2 Genesis Hydras, so it's an X and 2. Whenever you cast him, reveal top X cards from your library. You may put a non-land permanent with converted mana cost X or less onto the battlefield. Then shuffle the rest into your library. He has X 1/1 counters on him. That X thing works really well because I've had Nissas and Garrux and Souls and New Phyrexias and stuff like that, all from just him. Then we've got 2 Hornet's Nest, 0/2 for 3. Defender, when it's dealt damage, put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and Death Touch onto the battlefield. That won me multiple games at the last FNM I went to. Yisan the Wanderer Bard, 3-drop, 2/3 for 3. Tap, put a versatile counter on him. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to the number of verse counters on him. Put it onto the battlefield then shuffle your library. People have told me, and I agree with them, that that's not a very good card, but I'm looking for another Courser Crucifix to swap that out with. Then we have Goblin Rabble Master, 2/2 for 3. Other goblin creatures you control attack each turn if able. At the beginning of your combat on each turn, at the beginning combat on your turn, put a 1/1 red goblin creature with token with haste onto the battlefield. When he attacks, he gets Goblin Pile Driver, so +1/+0 for each attacking goblin. Other attacking goblin. Yeah. Then we've got Chord of Calling, so X and 3, convoke, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, then put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So again, quite good, especially when you're using it for the cards like this, Courser Crucifix. Now, I don't know if you can really see that, it looks alright. So it's 2/4 for 3, play the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library if it's a land card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. It is insane, and I love playing with the top of my library revealed, so it just gives that extra bit of tension. Then we've got Bow of Nylea. Attacking creatures control Death Touch, 1 and green tap. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or Bow of Nylea deals 2 damage to target creature with flying, or you gain 3 life, or put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard onto the bottom of your library on any order. Sorry about that. Then we've got a Foily Whip of Erebos. Legendary enchantment artifact, again like the bow. So it's 4-drop, creature control of lifelink, and for 4 and tap, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. So you can't do it mid-combat as a combat trick, but it's still pretty nasty. Then we got the foil, not promo, dual deck, Pelucranos. I guess that is a promo. So it's 4-drop, 5/5, and XX and green to Monstrosity X. When it becomes monstrous, it deals X damage provided as you choose among any number of target creatures your opponents control. Each of those creatures deals damage equal to its power to Pelucranos, so you could get rid of a bunch of 1/1s or Elvish Mystics. Something like that, just something that is annoying. Then we got 2 Chandra Pyromasters. This is what works well with Corsa, because she's 4-drop 4, +1, deals 1 damage to target creature, and 1 damage to target player. That creature can't block this turn. And the 0 is exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn, which is insane with the top card revealed. And then -7, which is completely irrelevant in this deck. Exile top 10 cards of your library. Choose an instant or sorcery exiled this way and copy it 3 times. You may cast copies without paying their mana cost. So you can see why I don't use this, because I have like one instant or sorcery in here. And then we've got 2 Xenagosses. 4-drop starts on 3. +1. Add X mana to your add X mana in any combination of red and or green to your mana pool where X is the number of creatures you control. Put a 2/2 red and green Satyr creature token with haste onto the battlefield for 0. Add -6. Exile top 7 cards of your library. You may put any number of creature and or land cards from among them onto the battlefield. Sorry about that. My tongue gets twisted very easy. Then we've got a foil Xenagod. So 6/5 for 5, indestructible as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 70, isn't a creature. At the beginning of your combat on each turn, on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and X+X until the end of the turn, where X is that creature's power, which is pretty nasty, especially with something like Goblin Piledriver. So I think they get the Goblin Piledriver. No, they get this trigger and then they get Goblin Piledriver as well. So actually, it's not that good, but there are some cards it's pretty nasty on, like I don't know, maybe the Arbor Colossus. That's pretty mean. So then we've got Liliana Vest. 5-drop starts on 5. +1 target player discards a card. -2 search your library for a card. Shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. That's pretty relevant in this deck. So it's a tutor for that you can use at least twice, or at least once, I guess you could say, if you use it as soon as you bring her out. -8, put all creature cards from all graveyards onto battlefield under your control. That's pretty nasty, but I'd probably go for the tutor when I use her. Then we got Arbor Colossus, as mentioned before. 5-drop 6/6 with reach, and for 6, monstrosity 3. When he becomes monstrous, destroy target creature with flying and opponent controls. 5-drop Vraska for 5 loyalty, +1 until your next turn. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska, destroy that creature. -3, destroy target non-land permanent. That's relevant. And -7, put 3/1/1 black assassin creature tokens onto battlefield with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. I wouldn't use that personally, but unless they're a very non-aggro-y deck, they're like instants and sorceries like Izzet or something like that. Then we got 2 Nissa Worldwakers. 5-drop starts on 3. +1 target land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with trample. Is still a land. +1 untap up to 4 target forests. -7 search your library for any number of basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. Those lands become 4/4 elemental. 4/4 elemental creature with trample. They're still lands, and that's basic lands. That's not just forests. Then we got a Storm Breath Dragon. Flying haste protection from white for 5, and it's 4/4. And for 7, monstrosity 3. When it becomes monstrous, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards in that player's hands. And the pro white is just amazing there. Solar New Phyrexia. 6/6 for 6, trample. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn for 5, and then for 5, exile it, but do the same thing, and exiling from graveyard, sorry. Then we've got a Garruk, Apex Predator. 7-drop starts on 5. +1, destroy another target planeswalker. +1 to put a 3/3 black beast creature token with death touch onto the battlefield. -3, destroy target creature, you gain life equal to its toughness. And -8, target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a creature attacks you, it gets +5/+5 and gains trample until end of turn, which is pretty nasty. Then we've got 2 Hornet Queens, 2/2 for 7, flying death touch. When it enters battlefield, put 4/1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch onto battlefield. You may think, oh, that's not that good. It's 7-drop for a 2/2 and 4/1/1s. But it really changes the game. It just makes it devastating if you can resolve that and they haven't got any response to it. It's just ridiculous. So then we're going on to the lands. We've got 1 Temple of Malice, simply because I only have 1. 1 Overgrown Tomb, again because I only have 1. 1 Urborg, because you only need 1. 1 Nykthos, because you only need 1. And I probably could even take that out now for something better, but I can't be bothered. Then 4 Temple of